Hello and happy Tuesday, everyone. I am going to make something with one of my favorite block types, which is cherry. I guess I shouldn't say block types. What I really mean to say is one of my favorite types of tree. And I like cherry for a very simple reason. I'm a simple girl with simple tastes. They are pink on the inside, and I am too. So I relate to them. I think there is a slight misalignment, so I need to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then there. 1, 2, 3, and then there. So it's there. If I'm trying to get it completely symmetrical, which I don't know. I mean, it's a good place to start, so I think I'll stick with it for now. But we'll see. We'll see. I might need to do something a little different with the spacing on the next, but maybe not. Maybe this is perfect. I'm thinking of starting in the usual way by just making a series of pillars and then connecting them after that. So 1, 2, and then there. 1, 2, 3. Third position. 1 forward. 1, 2, 3. 1 forward, and then up. And we have some little bee friends to hang out with us. I am very happy with them. They seem like they're doing a good job. Are you doing a good job? Do you feel like you're doing a good job right now? I don't know. But I know that some things are going well, and I'm very grateful that they're going well. And sometimes that's the best that you can do. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and on the fourth you go 1 left. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and on the fourth one you go 1 left. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and the fourth one you go 1 left. Digging into the dirt just to get it so it's not obviously sitting right on top of a dirt block. That doesn't look right, does it? What did I do differently? Looks like I missed a space there. Okay. Just starting a little different sort of philosophy with this one. Here we go. Get down. Get down to get down. Get down to get down. Get down to get down. Da, 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 da. Okay. Oh my goodness. That should be, yeah, that's still right. Okay. Okay. Is that a cat? Oh, it's a baby horse! Oh, this island is perfect. I just went to the first little landmass that I found. So that's a pleasant surprise. I just saw that there was space here, so everything else is a swamp and dark oak, and I want to make a dark oak tree, oak tree house soon, but I don't know. I'm also going to try and keep these videos to an hour, just for, I don't know, just for the sake of consistency. You kind of know what to expect from this series. Like I said, every Saturdays, my catchphrase just happens to be Happy Tuesday, everyone. So that is why it is that way here. Still something's off. What's off? I think this one is too, I mean, it's too tall, but it's more important that it's, okay. Okay. Search for grass. And where do we put it? I guess we just fill in the holes that we accidentally made. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. One back, one back. Okay, that's all the same. There's a space of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this side, there's more of a space than here. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. I think I'm just gonna extend these rather than totally remove what I put there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and over. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over. 1, 2, 3, and then over. No? 1, 2, 3, and then over. 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 1, 2, 3, and over. So it should be here. I don't know how that happened. No. I just tried to eyeball it. In my head, I was just trying to freeball it. But I don't really want to know what freeballing something would entail. Here we go. So let's make the first layer, the first floor maybe, I should say. And then that'll set the height, but let's have it raised above the ground, so there's a little space inside, and then it's gonna be really nice. Because we're gonna fill this balcony, that balcony in with this and that. It is a really nice day outside. It's beautiful, the sun is shining, and my neighbor has decided to do a bunch of woodworking in the garage, which is fine. It's just very pleasant to listen to in the background. So, let's see. Just filling in the gaps. Okay. Yeah, okay, that looks good. That's why I do this. The symmetry it always comes out somehow. Nice. Let's see, should we have it pink? Maybe. One really tall, like, Gothic sort of windows here. Here we go. How many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then all the way up to there. And then same thing. Not that one, this one. And not that one, this one. And then this, 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 this. Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay, this is starting to come back together. Nice. Let's see. Things to talk about. Things to talk about. Do you know Flula? Flula does those really good comparisons, I guess, of German idioms. Or I think just German analysis of English idioms from a German perspective. And he talks knows about the daddy long legs. And he's like, you're like a ball of sticks. How do you make a life? It's nature. When I took Mother Nature and they said to her, are we going to take these cotton balls and putting some toothpicks in the sides of them? And Mother Nature is hungover, she's drunk, and she just says, nah, yeah, go do it. Do not trouble me with this. And that's how the daddy long legs was invented. And I don't know. I mean, I think this does kind of look like a spider from underneath. It's got this sort of like, well, it's got a looming presence to it. I think that's an excellent compliment. If you want to fascinate a woman, call her a looming, ominous presence. She'll definitely fall in love with you. That's my only secret. That's my only secret to love. So tell them symbiosis. That's my only secret to love. Call someone a looming, ominous presence in your life, and they will love you forever. This is true. So, what do we do here? I think I'm gonna go a little bit sideways. No. Let's see. Do I do the same thing there as I did there? I think so. I think that looked good. They have that little peak. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's keep it. So, loop, loop, loop. Loop, loop, loop. It's got Christian heraldry. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Does it mean anything? Am I trying to secretly convey a message? No. 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 Nuh-uh. No. No. Not even. No. Big no. No. Nuh-uh. No. Let's see now. Okay, so 2 spaces in. So 2 spaces in like that. Let's just stick the German embassy. And that I speak some German, but I'm not that great at speaking German. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just speak in a German accent. It kind of throws them off. They assume that I actually speak German naturally, and then they talk to me in German naturally, and I miss things and I don't right away understand. But they didn't question the daddy long legs. So I think they are all right. I think they are good people. I think they are very good people. They do not give me hardships about the daddy long legs. But then again, I'm only inferring this from the fact that none of them showed up. No daddy long legs were present at the German consulate. Why? You know, conspicuous absence, really. Your silence speaks volumes. Where are the daddy long legs? And here we go. There's a little horse. This is very silly. This is very silly. This is a very silly design here we have. This isn't much of a silliness as it is. No, the blocks are against me today. The blocks blocking me out. Call that a block. Parried, casual. Casual the platypus. Okay, so, I think we put it there. You know what, actually, I think, let's get, I'm just gonna forget if I don't do this. Oh, it's been, was it always crying obsidian? I thought it was weeping obsidian. Okay. So, is it supposed to be resembling a ender dragon egg? I'm not sure. I do not know this. Do not ask me these hard questions. I'm only here to party and make sport. Those are my two purposes in this life. Okay. Let's see. So. And are we gonna make a little staircase going down from the entrance? I think, yes, that is exactly what we're gonna do. Have two sides to it. Let's just make sure I got that all lined up. Okay, good. I think that looks very good. So I'm gonna go stairs. Let's see. What can I do about this? What can I do about this? Well, we could do that. And then that. Und dann this. Und dann this. Und dann Senf. Das macht Senf. Ah, das macht sehr viel Senf. Sehr viel, unglaublich Senf. For those non-German speakers, that means very much unbelievable sense. Yeah, I think that makes some sense. Some sick, twisted sense and sensibility. Would you read a screenplay that was called Sick, Twisted Sense and Sensibility? I don't think I would. I think that's a silly idea. Ah, the bees. Yes! Drink! Yes, grow strong! Imbibe the fluids of nourishment! Yes! My pretties! Gather by the thousands, swarm upon thy enemies! Yeah, that's optimal. That's ideal. Huh. This is interesting. I am not quite sold on this whole arrangement, but it's got some character, and I do like that. Except maybe the character is Mickey Mouse, because it is not very good. Perhaps the character is Steamboat William. Or as they say in Germany, Steamboatchen Wilhelm. Steamboatchen Wilhelm. Steamboatchen Steamboatchen Wilhelm. Ah, the moment's passed. Es ist schon ab. Kannst du nicht wieder mal. Du musst nicht auf Deutsch sprechen. Selbst zu sprechen ist ein Symptom. Aber was? Aber was? Ein symptom of the system. Let's see. Let's see now. This is no longer copyright. I can charge you for photos of Steamboat Wilhelm. Steamboaten Wilhelm sein. He is very strong. He's got the big muscles. I can also draw him with other characteristics. Okay, wait a second. Just waiting 1 second. This is not good. This is not good. This is the way. Yes. Oh, this is tall. Oh, this is so tall. Oh, look. Perfection. Yes. Okay. Okay. No, I'm actually legitimately quite happy with that. Then the only guide mark I have is that this height, that height are the same. This height, that height are the same. Then this, I don't really know what to do with this third supporting part. This looks kind of jank, not gonna lie. I think that is not my favorite. I think I'll just get rid of it here and now, because I'm sure that I don't want that. But I do want to completely frame in this, whatever is supporting this dome, I guess. Just for completeness, you know, so the imaginary tree can perfectly encircle the perimeter and all be one continuous organism. Because it's very important. It's very important. Da, 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 da. It's very important. Da, 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 da. It's very important. Okay, so does it need to go in? I like that it's in, but it's not necessary. But I think that is where it's supposed to go, so let's just do that. And then I'm also giving this kind of like, well, there's this separation, right? So you can't really depict exactly that angle. You know, I mean, I could do this in Blender. I could do some of these in Blender. That could be interesting. But I would have to learn Blender. I mean, I've tried, and it's not that bad. But it could stand some improvements. Let's see. I had a friend one time who said Imporgments right around the time when like porgs were a thing, and I never stopped thinking about it. I want to. It haunts me. It haunts my dreams. I can still hear Josh DeGuzman in my ears sometimes. Imporgments. He brushed it off. He thought it was a silly joke. I don't know. It stuck in his head for a very long time. Well, it stuck in my head. And, you know, am I not a reflection of all human consciousness? Roar! Do 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 do. Oh, this is looking sick as fuck. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, boop, boop, boop. Flies. Flies. Flies flying around. Boop, boop. Doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. 1, 2, 3. Come with me. Won't you see? It's liberty. It's liberty. Liver, liver, never deliver, liver, liver. We don't deliver liver when we have someone order liver. We don't deliver it, 'cause it's liver and we don't do that. We don't do that. No, we don't. People ask us if we do, and we don't. So stop asking, please. You're looking dumb. Do 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 do. I wonder how many people who were born to be Minecraft YouTubers died in the cave in the Stone Age. I wonder how many people who were born and destined to be Minecraft YouTubers died in caveman times. Probably quite a few, right? Because, like, what other translatable skill is there? I guess I could have been a storyteller. Well, not that those are the only things I do, but... I feel like this is still not even, but I don't understand what it is that doesn't feel that way. Those two are at the same height, that's two further down. I think I've, no, there. But what's different? That is there. Right, okay. Yeah, no, I think so, okay. Ta-da. I'm gonna leave that open. And we're just gonna walk up and down and get more. Well, first let's finish the windows and then we can have more light sources. gonna keep this stained glass. Yeah. How does that look from the outside? Because I gave everything an offset so that the glass sits just outside of where the floor sits. I'm just wondering if that shows up on the roof. But I think it's all been caught very neatly by this like one space overhang. So it doesn't really show up the way I was thinking it would. Is that a bad thing? No, I don't think so. It's just not exactly what I quite had in mind at first, but, you know, plans change, things change. You know, I would claim to be a big Bob Ross fan, but I don't think I've actually watched a Bob Ross video start to finish. I think he'd be a good person to study. You know, I mean, at the risk of sounding unoriginal, I guess nothing's really original, is all I was trying to say. So, not to beat around the bush, I guess. But I think there is definitely a difference between, like, appreciating someone's work and trying to imitate it. But honestly, I think honestly the creative process always has an element of let's say borrowing. I'm sorry, but I just stole your vibe. I stole the general vibe of what you do. I mean, that's AI. I think it sucks, though. Let's see, I want more pink over the eyebrows. This building, which has eyebrows. I want just more leafiness, more overhang. Make it more like a big cloud bank. I'm happy with the portal sort of aspect of it. Happy with the glass. I'm happy with this little entrance. I think the thing on top looks a little different, but from inside I like it very much. You know, and sometimes it's more about what it looks like on the inside than what it looks like on the outside. This kind of thing is sort of an inside-out thing. What do I mean by that? Inside out as in you can see it from the outside looking in, you can see it from the inside looking out, and they're two distinct things. So, I don't know. I mean, I always struggle in builds with interiors. It's just hard to know what to put into something. And I think it's also different between creative and survival mode. Like, in survival mode, I never have trouble figuring out what to put in a space, because I usually make something for a purpose. So you get the benefit of the purpose sort of tells a story about the room already on its own. In creative builds, you kind of build rooms just for the sake of that room. Yeah, but I have my survival world, which I've been uploading copies of for quite some time now, and it has a lot of. I mean, it's all built in survival mode. Sometimes creative, sometimes peaceful, but not creative. So I build things in. I think the nice thing, the thing I like is like the blocks always come from somewhere. So every object has a corresponding negative object, like an absence in the world generation. So yeah, I mean, an ambitious seed hacker could find the seed for that world, or I don't know, an ambitious hacker, somebody with any digital expertise. Just somebody who knows computers, somebody who is like Neo in the Matrix, could find the seed and generate it and see where the sand for the glass for all of my builds in that world come from. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I think it's called Blue World. The file name is like QUMXZY something. I thought it was neat, but it is just a random mess of letters. Sometimes it's just like, well, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a key smash. Minecraft worlds remind me of key smashes. So, you can think of it as flirting if you want to. Your robot wife, your computer, flirting with you through Minecraft worlds. This is my conspiracy theory. I'm gonna put on a tinfoil hat for that. I'm gonna wear a t-shirt. It says, your Minecraft wife is trying to communicate through world names, but all she can do is confess how attracted she is to you. She's just like, she never gets the message across. The message, of course, being that you are being hunted by cybernetic Teletubbies, as we all are. Send me $37 by mail to alleviate the cybernetic Teletubbies in your life. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a little fourth dimensional extension of this little tree, and bring it up here. And this is just gonna be like, it's gonna just be like a lantern. Okay, just breathe. Do you ever forget to breathe? I do all the time. I feel like if I remembered to breathe consistently, like 90% of my problems would be solved. That's what I feel anyway. Okay, I'm gonna leave that the way it is. I'm gonna grab this. This goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, neighbor. At least he's not trying to, like, murder me with a shovel or something. And I don't have to solve a series of puzzles to disarm him over the course of multiple lifetimes. You know, as you do. As happens frequently in life. Do we... I think I'm going to get a little tricky with this, and throw that down, and throw this down, and then throw this down, and then grab, actually no, because then I want to, okay. feel silly for not knowing what I need to put this on top of. I think it's obsidian. And if it's not obsidian, I'm sure everybody in the chat is going to dismantle me emotionally. But turns out I'm right. I don't know if that's actually going to look cooler at night. Do I want to... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just build out one branch here. So there's like something going on, but it's not like dominating the whole detail. Okay. And now, if we walk inside, does it look good during the day? That looks really interesting. I mean, you get more of the sky colors, so it actually looks more like blue and pink. No, I like that quite a lot. I think that's really neat. So then we're just going back to cherry wood details. So we can do doors, we can do fences, we can do those things. We can get rid of that. We can do... I think let's just start with the fences. No, a fence! And signs. Maybe we could put a sign in somewhere. But let's start with this. Because I think we're going to want to get access to that little upper layer, whatever we're doing with it. So let's do that. And why not just make something for... Why not just make something for the balcony. For the balcony. Let's just do something at the balcony. Which has been living in my head, and you haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to show you. If you'll just hold your horses. You know, you're having some horses, you hold them. You do not let them go. You just keep them. Do not allow them to run away. Don't do this. You have these horses, they are perfectly good horses. Do not let them escape. They are economic valuing to you. They are economically to you. Valued. Okay. Too much fun. Economically valueless to you. Why was I going to the German embassy? Definitely not to commit any crimes. Nope. It's definitely the right answer. If anybody asks you why you were at a location, always tell them that it wasn't to commit any crimes, to dissuade any potential suspicion from forming before it has a chance. Okay. You'll see why I did this in a second, but... Probably it's better to do it like this. Okay, so do we want to have doors? Yeah, and then I think this will be 3 trapdoors, something like that. Not door yet. Oh, how do I do that? Is it like that, and then you... Yeah. Okay. It's not lost on me that I haven't actually done a single sapling so far. No. What if I just leave them like that? No. It seems like a nice idea, though. I think I'm going to make a floor with these somewhere. There we go, and then this connects to this, and then this connects to this. And then you realize it's only your imagination again. And you hear the sound of violins. Ring-a-ling-ling-ling, something like that. I don't remember how it goes. But I do remember that the whole situation results in some people singing in the rain. So, stay safe, folks. You hear the sound of violins, you book it. Don't allow anybody to tell you not to sing in the rain. To sing in the rain. Very dangerous activity. Might lead to, it might lead to an elevated heart rate, not resulting from making sport. This is not acceptable. This is not okay. You cannot allow this. Okay. One more. This guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. And then that is about what I wanted, except for here. Maybe it was here. Yeah, no, this is what I wanted. Okay, I don't want any of the ones on the inside, but that's fine. I can deal with that. We'll just let this be a patch, and I like that. Does that look good? No. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this. I want to have vines. I just want to make a vine access. But that's always harder. Unless it's just one way. So you have the option to... Perfect. Okay. I think that's going to be okay. I'll leave that way. And... oh, in the rain, that actually looks really nice. I just want to see what it looks like from outside. A or B? I think neither. I'm gonna leave this to float. It just gives it a little bit more of a magical sort of a quality. And that looks nice. That looks good. Also just very nice. Oh yes. Oh yes, fuck it. Oh fuck it. Okay. Could you make this one in real life? You need to get some floaty glowing crystals. So, you know, someone get on that. It's very important. Scientific discoveries to be made in the field of luminous crystals. Yeah. I wonder what this will do to frame rate. It's a particle heavy build. Wonder if I can place that on. I haven't used this pitcher plant, so I wonder if it can be placed on anything that I'd be interested in. Let's just try dirt first. Okay, it fits on dirt. Does it fit on this? No, okay. Maybe in a pot. In a pot. In a flower pot. In a flower pot. And why not just put a chorus flower somewhere on this? They don't fit in flower pots. Okay. Alright, we'll just throw a couple down. Just to add to the mystique. And then I think if we're adding plants, we should go here and take a look what we have as options. There's some leaf litter. There's a bunch of new blocks that I don't recognize, or some that I do. I've heard of most of the new stuff. I don't know what the trial spawner or the vault necessarily do, but I like to figure things out by trial and error and to give it an attempt to try to learn it. So I haven't gone out of my way to read what necessarily how they work. So we'll see. I think the only other thing I can think of is a blue orchid. The flow armor is also, I haven't seen it yet and I want to see it. I don't even know if it's new. It just, to me, it looks like it's probably new. So that doesn't go. I wonder if you can put a chorus flower anywhere that isn't on the end of a chorus. I don't think you can put it on something that isn't chorus blossom. So let's just grab a couple of these, and it seems like I'm making it sparse, but it's not on purpose. It's not on purpose. It's on purpose. It's not on purpose. It's not on anybody named Purvis, so just don't worry. Bone meal. meal that bones eat. Everybody knows this, but nobody wants to admit it. It's like a meal that bones eat. Yeah. Okay, so there we go, and there we go. I just want to give it like a witchy sort of a vibe. And then go absolutely ham on the blue orchids, and just expand that out. So it looks like Smurf had an existential crisis and exploded across the land. That's the sort of vibe I want to give off. Yeah. Smurf blood. No, come on. It doesn't seem to want to cross into the lower area, so I don't know what that is. There we go. Does that? No, that doesn't do anything, of course. What do we think? Have we sparked an ecological crisis? Is it too outside of the confines of what should be here? There are too many invasive species from various extra-dimensional planes. Let your feelings be known in the comments below if if you feel that I've disrupted the Minecraft ecosystem here. So, let's see. Mossy Earth. Come tell me about this restoration. What's your plan? Are you gonna dump 40,000 buckets of Cheetos just to rejuvenate the existential crisis of it all? Everything is a cycle from life to death and back again. And back again, and Baku, and again. What the flippin' am I saying? And then let's just have a couple wild cherries, right? Just growing out in the scrublands, out in the hinterlands, around. Just to blend it in a little bit with the surroundings. Okay, I think it's added quite a bit of jazz to the whole thing. What's going on in here? Have we got... There's something I can connect to. There's something I can connect to. That is fine. I don't mind having that way. Here, can we connect this to anything? Looks like it's right there. So I'm happy to just obscure that, and then boom. We've got a little balcony, got some extra blue flowers. Maybe I'll throw some of these oxeyes. So I guess this is the color palette we have to work with from the native flora. So, well, why not? Let's just randomly, massively over-select one particular variety from this ecosystem and pretend that is the same as restoring the ecosystem itself. We'll just get a charismatic representative to stand in for the ecosystem. That'll work. That's perfect. That'll fool everybody. I kind of like that they look like popcorn. Or like just corn, somehow, in general. Something died there. Or either that or the Wandering Trader got separated from the llama. Just going absolutely ham with these flowers. Holy crap. If you saw this many flowers in a single area, I think you would be scared. I think you would be wondering what happened to the soil. Somebody must have been having a really serious bone meal. Maybe Toxic Tim was having breakfast and he left behind, you know, some of his bone O's, some of his bone flakes, some of his bone-related snacks. Bone-related snacks. Nothing to be worried about. Not even. I don't know. Is this adding to the build? I kind of like that it gives a little progression down to the water here. I like that. It kind of needs to go all the way down to the water to be effective. But I was thinking of making like a little boat dock here. The fact that we've got a little bit of the fireflies here, well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But it's just that little corner. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could probably make more. No, I'm absolutely not going to stop adding more flowers until the island is covered. Ah, the flowers, they'll overcome. They'll take over. Go, my pretties, go, spread thy genes. Coat the earth in thy pollen. Be fruitful and multiply. Yes. Okay. There's the flower pit. And yeah, some dandelions. I have this weird feeling that these flowers grow higher, easier than they grow lower. Like it's like fire; it spreads faster uphill than downhill. Is it true? It's something that I've heard, and it sounds true, but I haven't heard it substantially challenged. Which is the name of my new band, by the way, Substantially Challenged. Go on tour, never, because I don't have a band, but I think that would be a good name if I did. Let's see. I don't know. I want more black glass involved in this whole situation. Just needs a tad more goth. Just a little bit more goth, and it'll be perfect. And I want the gothness to sort of concentrate in this area. this is kind of where we want peak goth to manifest. Peak goth manifestation initiated. There. I mean, the nice thing about black glass is it still transmits the light, even though it gives the color. I could probably creatively use shaded glass somewhere in here. I just can't think of a real reason to, so not doing it. But I could. I know that I could. Just resting on this unfathomable power. What? Oh. Oh, that makes it like disappear that there's anything underneath. That's kind of neat. Okay. Huh. I don't know if I want to remove the purple and replace it. Something tells me I should keep it a line there. And then purple stained glass. And these two, keep them out. I don't know, I could have done pink, but I think it's nice to have like a sort of palette more. So I've got purple, blue, and pink, and then the white, and then the black. That's kind of a good group, and then the chorus flowers fit into that story really nicely. And the only other thing I can think of is fireflies, firefly bushes. And I mean, the only place that really made sense for the firefly bushes was this corner of the island. They were just off the coast there. So I think I'm going to try and stick to low-lying areas. So not like that where it's all exposed, but like sort of more bowls in the landscape at the outskirts. And yeah, so fireflies do come up from this, and then they go, but it's more of a, looks like it's more of a particle effect. Oh, no, oh, no, I did see some blue orchid in this area to kind of maybe justify the positioning of all that blue orchid up on the hill, but you know, I mean, it's not real life. It's just what it is. So here, but then again, is anything not real life? Isn't everything real? Real life? You know, everything connected to reality? Real life. Well, you are geniuses. And you should all let me know in the comments. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, no matter who you are, no matter what you're going through, it is always Tuesday. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.